think he's looking down on you now? Ashamed?
Oh, don't be so mean.
Mortified at what you have
He's
done.
targeted.
I wonder what would the former Viscount say?
They've been waiting to kill each other though.
Yeah,
Let's be
they're
honest.
gonna shoot each other.
Whoa!
What's up, YouTube? I'm Lucy.
Natasha.
I'm Anisha.
Ramon.
I'm Zachary.
And this is Actors Watching Actors. If you couldn't tell from the title, we're all actors, and in this channel we watch actors, aka we react to and review TV shows and films. Today we'll be reacting to Bridgerton Season 1 Episode 7, Oceans Apart, directed by Alric Riley and written by Jay Ross and Abby McDonald. But before we get started, be sure to give this video a like, leave a comment below, share with your friends and family, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. If you'd like to further support the channel and gain access to early and uncut reactions, including Bridgerton, the link to join our Patreon is in the description box, not bark. I'm thinking about my dog. Are we ready for Oceans Apart?
Yes.
Let's see.
The title seems very obvious.
Yeah.
Well, from the last episode, just
They
saying.
are
I wonder
oceans
if
apart.
literally someone, he's probably gonna run away from the situation. He's gonna sail away.
You think so?
Yeah, he probably felt
That's a
super
good call.
violated,
That's
so
a
he's
good
like,
call.
bye.
I thought she was gonna sail out.
I don't know.
I don't know.
She don't have as much power.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's a woman, so I don't know if she
Yeah,
can just like
travel alone.
He's
Yeah.
gonna sail
But I don't know,
away.
Shonda, she just, like, she shows in here that she kind of doesn't follow the rules when it comes
Yeah, that's
to
true.
direction as far as, you know,
Yeah.
reality
Yeah.
versus fiction.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I
she
don't
could
know.
stow away with some random stranger.
You know, in Shonda way.
Yeah. But
But I feel like off of patterns, he's more the one to run away.
yes,
Yeah, that's true.
exactly. It's his MO, and I don't know, like, based off the last episode we saw, I was like, dude, I 100% feel like she's pregnant. Like, because that would cause more drama. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm like, she's with child.
No.
That's what
But do
I
you
think.
want a baby under the sweat? I guess she maybe
No,
not, wouldn't
she
care.
might.
I mean,
but-
Yeah,
That's what
she
she
wouldn't care.
was
She probably-
yearning for.
yeah.
I mean,
and
as
that's
much
what he would
sex
be
as they
upset
had,
about.
like, I don't think, like, pull out method isn't 100% anyway.
That's
With
true.
as much sex as they had, who knows?
Yeah.
She could might have already been pregnant.
Yeah, that's true.
And I feel like she wouldn't care. She would be the person that, like, I don't care. I'm gonna raise this kid alone. Like, this is what I want.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if
I
he'd
get that
want her
vibe
to
from
get
her.
rid of
Like,
it.
she just,
But I feel like back then that's unacceptable, so.
Yeah, she would be looked down on so heavily.
yeah. But I'm talking about him just not having to do anything with the kid. Like, he's too busy in the house. She's like, it's
Basically, like
okay.
his
Yeah.
dad,
Yeah.
but I don't think he would want that.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
wouldn't want
Yeah, that's
that.
true.
Oh, something that I meant to say last time, but forgot. Like that scene, the assault scene at the end. I feel like I remember like looking up the book because I haven't read it, but like that scene in the book is different, and I feel like they tried to make it a little better for the show, but it's still just as problematic. Because in different ways, and in some ways it's better. Like, because in the book she didn't premeditate it how she does in the show. It was kind of a thing of the
Accident?
moment, or no, not an accident.
Oh.
Like she didn't plan it before, and then they apparently like argued about it, and then he left and got drunk and came back and was drunk. And then she was like helping him in bed, and in that moment, she was like, "Oh, I should do this now." So it wasn't premeditated, but like in the moment, she decided. And I guess what would make it worse in that situation is that he was drunk, so then he can't even give his consent to have sex.
Yeah.
But so they took away the drunk aspect,
Interesting.
but then had a premeditated, and so I feel like both scenarios are like terrible.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
I think they took out the drunk aspect just because it would have been perceived so
Yeah.
violent.
Like-
It would have been super violated.
Yeah.
Like it was already violated.
She would become
I-
the villain.
I wish he had just happened to be drunk, and so his pullout was not successful, and then
But then that's no drama.
yeah, exactly.
That's just like a whoopsie.
Like whoopsie, and now you know,
Yeah.
oopsie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have made it more Disney Channel friendly.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be interesting.
PG.
Maybe not channel.
I know. I was like,
Disney
Disney
Channel.
Yeah, that's not Disney Channel though.
Yeah.
Sure, under the maybe ABC.
Freeform.
ABC. Well, I don't know. I just feel like we're always shocked when the episode actually come on, because sometimes we're not right with our predictions. Because Oceans Apart might even mean something totally different from what we're even expecting.
Yeah.
Because there's
I feel
so
like
many
it always
relationships. Yeah.
No, but I feel like all the relationships are like separated right now, except for like Penelope and friend, like Eloise. Like they came, but every other relationship in the show is
I almost
like.
called her Gretchen.
Colin might go away. Wasn't he gonna go away?
Oh yeah.
He might
That
leave.
too.
He might be Oceans
He was a
Apart.
traveler, so.
And now that thing came out. So
So he's like,
probably
bye.
hurt. Yeah.
And so she still didn't get what she wants.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts before we start?
Yeah, Ramon, you were saying you had something, right?
Oh, I think it's very, very, very like. I guess why it blew up like the revolutionary. I don't want to say revolutionary, but like, the sexuality like on a woman's point of view, like.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
remember, like,
oh, like
the
what I was saying about like
last
the like female gaze.
The
that
female
is-
gaze.
through the female
yeah,
gaze.
yeah. I feel like like they've kind of toyed with it, but this time it's like full on.
Yeah.
Like something new that like you're like whoa. But
Yeah. Like I think
It's
that's
interesting.
part of why that their first sex scene was so long, because it was taking the time to like go through her eyes and her experiencing all the firsts and like undoing the buttons and her like it was more focused on her and her pleasure than you would normally see.
Normally it will always be just very wham bam.
But I do feel like we saw kind of the opposite of that with the like the sex scene. There were so many sex scenes.
I was like, what
The
is
sex scene before she assaults him, like that one where it was super quick when she was like, "Oh, what's so different?" Like when she finally went to go
at the
learn.
desk.
Like that one was like super quick, 5 seconds. He was frustrated, pounded one out, and then walked away.
Yeah.
And then so I felt like it's very.
it added to the narrative.
Yeah, because all of them
picked
have
up on
been,
that.
even the ones that are shorter, all of them have been like, what's the
Intimate-
word? Yeah,
intimate.
and they've been all very intimate, and then that one was like pound, pound, pound.
Yes.
Woo, I'm good.
And
Because he
then
just
into a
had the
tissue,
stressful
and
day.
she's like,
Yeah.
what does
Yeah.
that mean?
And not bringing up like the first episode, not to bring up old stuff, but like I did see that with I forget her
Anthony?
name, Tree Girl.
Anthony,
Tree
yeah, all their,
Girl.
I feel like all their sex scenes maybe are more
Like-
so like about him.
Oh, true.
Yeah, and that's what it fed the narrative of like what that relationship like meant.
About
Like
him.
yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. All right, let's get into it. Season 1, Episode 7 of Bridgerton, Oceans Apart.
Boom.
Back then, ladies had to know how to play the piano to be not boring.
Ooh.
The rest
They're
is so
both
great.
getting out their feelings in different ways.
Yep. Shut that up.
Yeah, right.
They need to use their words.
They don't
They're
know how to
oceans
do
apart.
that.
They're using real pigeons back in the day.
No!
He's missing.
She's
Don't- you gotta
distracting
shoot
him.
her.
She's distracting him.
Imagine that'd be a dark turn.
They love each other. They're just.
Oh, he's
drinking.
drunk.
They don't know what to do with themselves since they're not having sex all the time.
Yeah, they are very much hot and bothered.
Oh, now they'll be the far away.
He's chewing so hard.
Right? You hear that smacking?
Yeah.
Oh, they got the full table too now.
Would you please
Oh,
ask
you know
Miss
they
Snowden
do.
if my personal
You
effects
gotta
have
come
yet been
closer.
removed
That whole
from
lap
the
thing, that was old news.
Placed in the Duchess's rooms.
Would you please inform her grace that I will allow no such thing?
Whoa.
Should I really deliver the message?
You cannot believe I shall welcome you back into my bed after your lies and deception.
I will be kept informed as to the success of your conjugal endeavors.
I would never dream of concealing the truth of such important matters.
Your Grace, Whistledown has just arrived. Well, you should...
Is something wrong?
I must return to see my family immediately. They will need me.
I will accompany you.
This is a family matter.
Separate
Ooh.
families will be tolerated. Separate households will not be suffered.
Putting his
Please
foot down.
request that His Grace prepare his largest carriage. I shall require my space.
Is anyone else getting anxiety? They're really quick with their words.
Miss Marina
Like that back and
Thompson's
forth is
recent
just
tour
right
from
on
Grace
top of each other.
continues to
I know.
echo
It was so
in every
clean.
drawing room
So
in
very
town.
clean.
Oh, so
Oh.
awkward. And her tum-tum looks obvious now.
Of course,
Yeah.
a lady's disgrace
I learned
does not
that those
merely
houses aren't even
tarnish
across
her
the
own
street from
name.
each other.
Oh,
They're
really?
like across
Stars of
town.
the Thames, it also leaves a horrid smear on anyone nearby.
Lovely day, is it not, Lady Richmond?
Oh,
Why would y'all
cold
judge them? They're the ones
shoulders.
who they got
Certainly
duped.
never want to cross the woman. A word as good as gospel.
Yes. Though perhaps if she can destroy a reputation, she can restore one too.
You need to find her.
Miss Thompson must be in agonies over these lies. Why can I not visit her?
Colin.
Listen to me, brother. That the Ton devours every bit of Whistledown's on D is the only thing keeping this family from shame. Because of her column, no one believes you are the father of Miss Thompson's child.
Evening, everyone.
Dearest.
What are you doing here, Daff? Should you not be frolicking in newlywed bliss?
I came as swiftly as our carriage would allow when I heard the news.
In the middle of your honeymoon?
Hastings must surely be cursing the Bridgerton name for this. Where is he, anyhow?
He went to set up Hastings' house.
We have all things in order, sister. We do not require your assistance.
Oh, well, that is simply not true, Anthony, and you know it. Oh, once the Tons see that we still have the favour of the Duke and the Duchess, then the whispers may very well cease. As if nothing is awry.
And no one will be the wiser. Or pretending that nothing is amiss is the perfect way to lure the ignorant into submission. Is it not, Mama? I'm
He's a new
certain the Duke
woman
and I
now.
can secure an invitation.
She
If
really
we are
is,
lucky,
though.
Our return to London will give everyone so much to talk about, they simply have no breath left to discuss other matters.
I'm so very glad this has all been settled on my behalf.
They're cleaning up your mess, you ungrateful.
All he cares about is that girl.
You really wanted to marry her?
I did.
Well then, perhaps we should count you lucky. Whistledown knew her better than you.
And Whistledown knows everyone's secrets.
And you are lucky to have learnt Miss Thompson's now instead of after your wedding day.
Oof.
Put him in his place.
Really just dropping her,
I know you must be
dumping her own
careful.
trauma.
But my heart pays no heed to mere logic.
I know that madness well. But you cannot visit her.
Did something happen? Sister, back at Cliveden.
Yeah, I thought nobody was gonna catch up on it.
If
Pick
you
up on
really
that one.
must speak with Miss Thompson, perhaps I can arrange a rendezvous. Chaperoned, obviously.
I would appreciate that. You will see, my passions are not in vain.
It's so funny because she's younger than him, but it's very much mothering.
I've already seen you.
Where have you been all night? Doing God knows what with God knows who.
You wound me. Not 3 weeks since we were wed, yet already you imagine me disloyal.
We both know your reputation, Your Grace.
Oof.
It is clear that you find there is nothing left in our marriage.
Nothing left.
Is what I said.
Is it what you believe?
You guys. Well. Oh my gosh.
Like, if anything, this is just a band-aid. It's not, it's
You
not
guys
gonna
need to
fix-
talk. Stop using sex as a band-aid. What's gonna happen?
Los tóxicos.
Y'all in the hallway?
I was in the hallway. I was just
It's
about to
their
say.
house.
I thought it was in Mama's house.
No.
They are.
It's their
Downstairs.
home.
Yeah, no. She
This
said
is
he
a
went,
new place. They
Yeah, he
haven't
went to
done
go
it
set up
upstairs.
there.
Oh.
Natasha. Oh my. Yeah,
He refuses to do.
See? Her pleasure.
he's getting all up in that thing.
Oh, should we go into the bedroom?
He's not gonna want to.
Finish what we started.
He's afraid.
Oh, he's not gonna do it.
Dang.
I knew.
But at least he should explain why.
He doesn't want to
If
sex
you are
her.
my child, then I shall stay and do my duty to support you both.
And if I'm not?
Then we shall remain married, in name only. Our lives will be entirely separate. This cannot happen. This will not happen. Do you understand me?
Miss Thompson. Thank you for joining us.
I did not realize I had a choice.
My brother wished for an audience.
What she wrote, it cannot be true. but it is. You are with child. I do not understand. We were to be wed.
I hold you in the greatest esteem.
Esteem? You are a cruel woman indeed.
I did not come here to be shamed by you. I did not know better. You may think me a villain, but I did what I thought I must. I needed to wed, and you were the only man who offered me even a glimpse of happiness.
So I should feel flattered then. Oof. You wish to know the cruelest part of your deception. If you had simply come to me and told me of your situation, I would have married you without a second thought.
Aww.
That is how, in love, I believe myself to be.
She's like, man, I fucked up.
Yeah.
I believe I would like to return home now. After all, we don't want another scandal attached to your family name.
Oh, is this not lovely? All of us together again.
Lovely indeed. We should tempt scandal more often.
Duchess, may I say how well you look? Oh, you are too kind. Is it not marvelous to be wed?
It is both a joy and a wonder indeed.
Your duplicity comes so naturally.
I seem to have learned from the best.
Oh.
I've missed you at the studio of late.
Oh.
You must join me for another drawing lesson.
Dude, they look
As I said,
alike. Yeah.
it's all a matter of
He's like a slightly
At least
older
that is the
version.
excuse he gives for coming home with paint
why
in
the
all
wife
kinds
was
of
interested.
peculiar places.
Awkward laugh.
Her Majesty requires an audience.
With me now?
Who is she? Your Majesty. Whistledown, I tasked you with unmasking the scandalmonger. I was thinking, clearly not fast enough. My patience has limits. Get me an answer. Your queen commands it. Of course.
Oh, they got invited?
They were
Well,
not
maybe-
invited.
I think so. That's why everybody's talking, because they weren't invited.
Yeah, so it don't look like it.
Oh, they weren't.
The audacity.
I had no idea of...
Lady Featherington, I must ask you to leave.
I have an invitation.
Not anymore.
That should teach them.
Teach them what, Miss Cowper? Judging not, lest we too be judged.
He probably admires her.
I think he does.
He's like, that's hot.
Well, we need him to see more than hot.
Yeah. It's doing the show's doing a really good job of like me feeling like bad for them, even though they would like talk a lot of smack and scheming.
My marriage is far from perfect.
Then share your thoughts. Perhaps I can offer my wisdom.
Or perhaps you will send me off with more vague metaphors and trite remarks.
Darling, I am merely trying to be of help.
You sent me out into the world no better than a fool.
Exactly.
If you had informed me about the things that were truly important, if I'd have known the truth, then perhaps I...
Damn.
Sometimes you gotta tell mama off too.
Truly.
It is the heat.
Oh, yeah.
Girl.
She's just quite overcome.
They always got a pocket full of excuses. You feel me?
Pocket full.
Yes, they do.
If it were not for your habit, we would have been able to rid ourselves of Miss Thompson the moment we learned of her condition. None of this would have happened.
Yeah.
Milady, the Duchess of Hastings. She is here.
He's annoying.
He's still a good for nothing. Did all that weeping, now wanting to go back.
I know.
Your Grace, I fear your mother was rather heated at the luncheon,
Bring
but
them
of
more
course
into
if you've
bed.
come to offer an
It
explanation...
was the heat.
I require a word with Miss Thompson. Alone.
She said, and no apology for you.
I came here to apologize to you.
To me,
I misjudged you.
George was a soldier. But he was also gentle and kind.
What is Sir George's surname? Or do you know where he is stationed? I hear General Langham and his wife are in London. Perhaps I could speak to him. Have Sir George found?
What use would that be? George does not want to be with me.
Why should he be the one to choose your future when he clearly cares not for the outcome? He's at fault here.
She's not speaking about
Stick them with child support.
Perhaps I can make him come back.
I don't know if you can. Uh-oh. A gambling thing?
Oh my gosh.
I'm not here to invest. I have a more lucrative proposition in mind. Say you and I to come to some arrangement as to the outcome of your next fight. You agree to throw your next match,
No.
and I'll make such a wager on your opponent that even half my winnings will set you and your family up for
No.
life.
My honor is not for sale.
There's a reason your backers are dwindling, Mr. Mondridge. You're a performer, a mere entertainment. We're happy to trade wagers on the outcome of your fists, but no gentleman will ever see you as a respectable man of business.
Wow. Oof. Shut up.
I know.
And you are, sir? Punch him one.
Passed down by your father, no doubt. Stumbling into the ring to put food on the table for his family.
Do not dare speak of my family. Of course.
I apologize.
Changed up real quick.
He forgot who he was talking
I
to.
only mean to say I'm doing this for my family too.
Why don't you do work? Actual
I merely
work.
ask that you have a think on it. At the very least.
Don't do it.
Don't have pity on him? Do you know what he just said? He's like, please my family. I'm like, you just insulted him and his family. Come on.
At the party.
This is rowdy.
You're gonna have to be like ladies in public.
Welcome to
Oh,
my
gambling?
den of iniquity.
The gentleman's club with the ladies on. Cool.
This is Kitty Langham.
The General's wife, yes. Well, lovely to meet you all.
It's funny meeting you here. I am utterly comical.
You've been avoiding me.
Oh, no, you were being the jester.
If you're not avoiding my company, then you won't mind if I join you for a drink?
Guess who's back? Back.
Back again. Oh, it's not even her watch. It's not her. No, that's not right.
Yeah, no.
I was like, I remember what your girl looks like.
Seems I have been blessed with some beginner's luck.
The game is not over yet, Your Grace.
I wonder, Mrs. Langham, there is a soldier in service I'm hoping to find for a friend.
You will have to ask that of him yourself. He is so rarely at home.
I'm so sorry.
I am afforded all the freedoms of marriage while bearing none of the burden of his company.
You forget. The Duchess is still in the first bloom of marriage.
Yes, the famous love match. Pay me no heed. The Duke's company, I am sure, is anything but a burden to you. I can't My husband. Perhaps the General will grant you a response. It is not as if you are his wife.
Would you just get to the point?
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do.
I know my sister quite well. And while she is an unusually capable woman, she's not capable of fucking up this severely.
Do you not ever get tired of pretending to be so perfect?
We may not be perfect, but at least we keep our promises.
You know nothing of my commitments. I am trying to be a man of my word.
Word two.
I would not expect you to understand.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that you leave a litany of broken promises behind you everywhere you go. So you still sing that opera singer you believe no one knows about?
Yet you cannot possibly understand the responsibility of heading a family because you've never had one. Your father was so absent. He never gave you a proper example of how to lead a household.
Damn.
You certainly make it look difficult.
Whoa.
I beg your pardon with your constant struggles. Do you think he's looking down on you now? Ashamed?
Oh, don't be so mean.
Mortified at what you have
He's
done.
hard.
I wonder what would the former Viscount say?
They've been waiting to kill each other though. Let's be
They're
honest.
gonna shoot each other.
Whoa! This won't be good for society.
Oh, he getting with him though. Ooh, he's a fighter.
I'm surprised because he boxes with.
Ooh, he had glass in his eye.
He a little drunk though.
Oh yeah.
Simon,
True.
He's like
been there for a
laughing
while.
at it. He's like, I feel alive.
Yeah, I mean, he probably wanted to get beat up.
That's true.
He wants to feel the pain.
She's drunk.
They're both drunk. Oh shit.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Whoa, they're gonna have.
I was like, the words were coming out of my mouth, and I was thinking about what was about to happen. And she's gonna wanna help him with his wound.
Oh no, poor baby. What happened?
Your brother.
Oh, I was thinking the opposite. Y'all like, oh, I was like, they gonna fight too. Not like physically.
Nah, they're not
Liar.
gonna fight.
It's like Beauty and the Beast vibes.
It is giving that.
They love each other, but they need to talk and apologize.
I do like Beauty and the Beast. It's like
We just talk. It's like we know they have sexual chemistry, but like it's like use your words. And then
A child would be a blessing.
girl, see now she's triggering him now. Here we go.
Get off of me.
Yup,
Yeah.
I already do.
Tell me why you are so adamant.
Because I swore a long time ago that I would never sire a child.
Finally.
My father cared more about the continuation of the Hastings line than anything in the world. And so I made a vow that his efforts would be in vain. That the line would die with me.
Change the name then. Be a different household.
That doesn't change anything.
It doesn't. It's still the same bloodline.
You made a vow to me, too. Or has our wedding day slipped your mind?
I told you.
You told me that you could not have children. You did not tell me it was some token of revenge against a man who no longer walks this earth.
I swore to him on his deathbed.
And you betrayed me in our marriage bed.
As did you.
Yeah.
You will neither have children, nor the happiness we could have together because you promised your father you would not. Say it. Say it.
It cannot be undone.
If your hatred for your father outweighs any affection that you might bear towards me, then you are right. It cannot be undone. My courses are due within the next few days. You will know then which vow you have broken and how we are to spend the rest of our lives. Miserable together, perfectly happy apart.
I know,
She's
you're letting
still
a
drunk.
dead man.
Well, at least they talked.
How are you getting
Yeah,
back to him if
she
you
had that liquid courage
now
for
have
real.
a miserable life? Don't
Of
do it,
course,
sir.
one can
Don't
never
do
know
it,
for
sir.
Sure whether a wager will make a fortune or ruin it.
I don't like
Unless
this
one
dynamic
chooses
between the
a
Bridgerton and
secure
him.
pursuit,
Why listen to that skis? Like,
which leaves gossip in short supply in recent days. In fact, this author
Is that her
can think
natural
of
hair?
no
Yeah.
other event that merits a mention.
She bad.
No other event.
Her hair always good.
But my luncheon.
At least she did not say anything odious.
It is far worse. She wrote nothing.
To keep the trail cold.
also to insult the queen.
It is
Unless-
worthy of
oh, no.
note,
I got
however,
it. I
that
have
the
an
Duke
idea.
and Duchess of Hastings have yet to entertain callers together. Our newlyweds are no doubt still secluded in nuptial bliss.
Or the opposite.
Oh,
she went in the bed.
No,
Wait,
for her
no,
period.
she didn't.
She's saying she hasn't bled.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm like, what is going on?
In the past, every Wizard Revelation appeared to
Wait, you want your blood to just...
public event where any number
That's
of
what they do.
Well, yeah.
There was
Girl,
no
it's
halftimes back then.
back in the day.
Because I feel that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I know a couple
Yeah.
hours before, sorry.
So perhaps a tradesperson, someone who visited your household regularly, might have seen or overheard something.
It is a possibility.
I must tell the Queen of our new theory.
Then tell her at tonight's concert.
I wrote to General Langham. I have told him all about Sir George.
And did the Duke sign his name as well on this letter?
Well,
He will
No.
never answer to
Marina,
her.
what is it?
The General will not concern himself to write back to you, Your Grace.
You do not know that.
Your help is greatly appreciated, but there is nothing more you can do.
Marina.
It is over.
You're gonna ask for the Duke for help. I don't know. You might. Ooh, giving me
I want to
alcohol.
apologise. Are there locusts in the streets? Blood in the Thames? Are the end of days upon us already?
I may have been a trifle harsh with you.
You merely wish to protect me from my more foolish impulses?
So you admit it now, you were acting a fool.
As apologies go, this is certainly novel.
Hush, you. Soon you will forget Miss Thompson's name, and it'll be as if you never loved her at all.
And how have these precepts served you?
It's a work in progress, to be sure.
I suppose I was surprised to hear you wish to join us this evening. Taking your place in society should be an exciting time in a young woman's life. If you are not truly ready, I shall not ask you to play pretend.
They look alike a little bit.
Oh, she learned.
Good casting.
That was really good casting.
right?
The Queen
Gross.
will be in attendance at tonight's concert, will she not? I believe she will. Then I am looking forward to it.
For her friend.
Growth on both sides.
She's hoping.
Right, girl? If anything, you like a week. You not, there's no bump. She's like those people who like post their baby bump on Instagram and it's like 2 weeks in. It's like, you're flat.
Like they just took the pregnancy test.
Took the pregnancy test and in the mirror like...
I would simply like to understand your situation.
I'm in love with Lord Weatherby. You're married, and our marriage affords my wife her freedom.
That's his first thing.
It is a happier union than most of the people in this room have, I assure you.
What about honor? Romance?
What would you know of either?
Oof.
I risk my life every day for love. You have no idea what it is like to be in a room with someone you cannot live without, and yet still feel as though you are oceans apart.
There you go.
It takes courage to live outside the traditional expectations of society. You talk of doing the same, but perhaps it is merely just that, all talk.
I love that monologue. That was so good.
I feel like you're trying to seduce him though when he's talking about being in love with the other dude.
That might just be his vibe.
Yeah.
It's just like a flirty personality.
She is a tradesperson. I'm no longer in need of your services. I've hired a team of Bow Street runners to do a proper investigation. That noxious gossip rag will finally cease to exist.
You want to silence her? There is still good she must do.
Child, go.
How long is this concert?
3 hours?
Oh.
4? Though I certainly have already heard enough.
You are my most favorite brother. Do you know that?
Yeah, y'all be smoking at the tree.
You stupid.
I would like to make a stop and pick up a friend.
A friend?
Please do not tell Mother.
That's the friend.
The French woman? Is that her?
Yeah.
Why are we at the Modiste?
This is my sister Louise, and we will be dropping her at home.
Awkward.
How was your night, ma chérie?
The entire ton were there, and I did not have a single worthwhile exchange.
The entire temps. You mean everyone except for the Featheringtons?
Yes, everyone except. So. Your mama did not just hide her condition all on her own.
Well, of course not. Every
I
servant
had
in
a
our
feeling it
household.
was a Featherington.
You're perhaps a tradesperson.
I certainly never want to cross the woman. A word as good as gospel.
It's her friend. Dang.
Because they always gossip at her dress.
Everything.
Yeah, she thinks it's...
Well,
Is
Eloise?
the... What's it called?
Penelope.
No, her.
Oh, you think it's the French woman?
Remember, she told the Queen a
Yeah, that's what she
tradesperson.
thinks.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh.
She's trying to abort.
It's too late, girl. It will just come out looking.
Even if that's stuff. But also, the ruse.
Well, no, because there's no one else around.
Is he choosing her?
I think he might be. Nope, she feel it.
Yeah, see, you feel it.
Marina,
Dead.
are you still awake?
You were just barging. Oh, wait.
Marina! Marina! Marina!
That's very red.
That She was hoping that he wouldn't leave her. There's gotta be another alternative.
Well, I'm always talking about her eyes. His eyes here.
There's probably a little part of him hoping that she was pregnant.
But I'm glad the child didn't happen under that.
Yeah, I agree. That's pretty messed up.
Because even if we were to choose her, it's like there's still like some taint.
Yeah. Nobody wants to have a baby like that.
Time for our closing thoughts. So, what did y'all think of Oceans Apart?
I feel really bad for the dude that said that.
Yeah. I feel like the show does touch on a lot of that stuff, like back, because they start touching on like being gay back then. They touch on like being black back then. So it's a lot of stuff, and which is very much similar to how it is today.
And
But just,
the other actor's reaction, Benedict's reaction wasn't, "Oh, you're gay." It was like, "But you're married."
yeah.
So that was good writing.
Yeah.
Natasha, what did you like about the monologue that he gave that you said like you loved?
I thought Anisha.
No, I said that.
Anisha, sorry.
Yeah.
Anisha.
I don't know. It was just a really passionate monologue. I loved it. You know, it was.
Yeah.
He conveyed that really nicely.
Really well.
He conveyed it really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, he seemed like he was in it. Like he said it pretty well.
Yeah.
Sad about the period for her.
Yeah.
I'm not sad about it. I'm
No, I'm not sad. I'm saying she's sad.
Oh yeah. I'm like good.
I'm glad they finally talked because they're
Yeah.
so bad at that. So I'm just like, thank goodness they had a conversation, an honest conversation.
Yeah.
So it should be interesting.
Yeah.
Season finale.
It's like Marina, the baby.
Oh, yeah.
She looked like she was awake there, so
yeah.
I don't think she did, but she tried to,
She's getting really
abort.
desperate.
She
is.
I wonder, like, even if she did lose the baby, like, I don't think society would take her back after what she's done.
Yeah. She'd probably have to go somewhere else or something.
But she's not like a big person in society anyway. She could maybe just go back to the farm and find a farmer husband.
Yeah, that's true.
But she wants the money.
I don't think she does. No, she doesn't seem like that kind of person.
She just wanted a secure.
No,
for
because
her
what's her
child.
face? Lady Featherington early on in one of the episodes brought her to the poor side and was like, "This is what your life will be," and she was like, "This doesn't matter to me. These are hardworking people."
Yeah.
Colin and Marina, that happened at the beginning of the episode. Their little discussion.
But I forgot about him.
Yeah, I feel bad for him.
I do.
He's probably the only person in the show that I fully feel bad for, because everybody else is kind of part of their downfall.
Yeah, I kind of wish they would have just ran away together.
You wish they would have succeeded?
Yeah, I really do, because like, although she didn't tell him what was going on, and in this time I feel like it was their word or nothing. It's kind of the
But he said he
idea I
would've,
get.
he would've-
That's what I'm saying.
That's what she wanted to
I'm
be
just
with
mad
him.
she never really.
Yeah.
But she had no feeling, like no real.
Yeah, I feel like maybe that's why she didn't, because she's like, oh, I don't even care about him. Like she likes him, but like she doesn't care about him in that way. So she doesn't even want to jinx it. I feel like if she would have really like actually loved him, she would have. It would have been hard, but I feel like she probably would have told him the truth.
Yeah.
But like there was a separation,
He
so
was
it's
just an end to me.
yeah.
Yeah.
You tune in?
Me tune in, I think.
I know what you mean. Oh, something else I thought of with the discussion we were having at the beginning about the female gaze was how it's kind of something they do on like Insecure too, where like you see the men a lot naked more than the women. Because I feel like we've seen all of Simon, but like I feel like when we see Daphne, even if she's naked, she feels a little more covered up. Yeah.
That's true.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Should be interesting if that boxer is gonna take the.
Oh yeah.
I hope not. But now I feel like that he's looking at the card. I'm like, oh, he probably will. But I'm like, why pay attention to this loser?
I don't think he's gonna take it.
Yeah.
I don't.
I hope not.
he doesn't. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I really don't think he's gonna take it. I think he's going to, obviously think about it, but at the end, I think he's gonna really
Yeah.
I think something's gonna happen to where it's gonna show him that he shouldn't take the offer.
It's like you said, that his honor doesn't come at a price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the poster said looking for investors to invest in him as a
But
fighter.
that's the thing. He's like struggling to get money.
Yeah, like how come everyone's making money off of him, but he doesn't get any of the money?
Yeah.
That's not right.
And it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's hard because it's like, what's his name, Featherington? What he was saying isn't not true. They probably won't ever look at him as a proper businessman. So
yeah, that's true.
It's harder.
But what about doesn't the main guy? I can't even think of anyone's name right now. Simon.
The dude?
Yeah, isn't he like he's a friend, but he should have money to invest and be an investor for him, and he could
And
rally
he does.
people.
Because they were talking about that earlier episode. So, but it's like I feel like it's kind of a pride thing. Like you don't want to depend on your friend for all your income.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure he's been like a continuing investor.
Yeah.
And doesn't really care if he like wins or loses. It's like we're friends
care
first.
about any of that money. So I'm sure he is. It's just like times is still. He had like 4 kids.
Damn.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's hard.
And how do you approach a friend like, hey, can you invest?
Yeah, can you give me more money than the money you're already giving?
Yeah.
So it's hard.
Y'all think the Featheringtons are gonna have a comeback?
I mean, I'm not rooting for them, so
I know, I'm not rooting.
whatever happens.
But to keep the story going, probably I'm sure that the dude will do the bet. They'll get the money they need, and they'll be cleared of debt. Probably.
I want better for my brother.
I know.
For real, me
I'm
too.
not happy, but I feel like that's what's gonna happen, and then hopefully that father just dies in Featherington.
Oh, I hope so. He is
He's just
horrible.
trouble.
Natasha, you was always ready for someone to die.
Yeah. Okay.
He is horrible though.
I know.
Like he loves to play victim and then try to be the aggressor. I'm like, you cannot be both.
Make up your mind.
You just can't do
Trash
both.
talked him, then he's like, "Oh, my family." I'm like, "Shut up."
Oh, right. He turned quick. He was like, duh. Soon as I'm sorry.
I know.
And that adds on to his desperation, which he's like, okay, this didn't work. Now I'm gonna try this.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't work.
Actors have
Let me
different
go back
tactics,
to
and you can see him doing
let's go back to this.
He gets on my nerves. I hope he gets eaten by the wolves.
Easily.
I feel like that was pretty much it. I feel like this episode was more of like a build up to the finale.
Yeah, it was a good build.
It was like a build up to because I was gonna say next week, but the next episode is so.
Yeah.
It should be interesting.
And I'm hoping that we get to know who's the Featherington. Not Featherington. The Whistle Down.
Oh yeah. And I feel like we haven't done guesses in a while. Do y'all have any guesses?
I don't.
I can't guess.
Do you think what's her face is right?
Yeah.
About the French.
Yeah. Why are all the names escaping me? Eloise. Yeah. You
I think she's right.
You think so?
Because I feel like when girls go shopping, they just over gossip and overshare, and as I feel like a high society person, you tend to like forget that the help is there in the background. And that was like their first guess in the first place. Like, oh, maybe it's a butler, or maybe it's a maid.
Yeah, and then they were like a tradesperson.
I don't know. Like, for some reason, I just still think it's one of the Featheringtons because it's just like the luncheon wasn't in the article.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that's the only reason why the luncheon wasn't there because they wasn't invited. But I don't know.
I mean, that's
that's very good.
Because a French woman can just be like, you know, just always
Hear
just
about what
listening. Yeah,
happened.
she just likes to gossip. And shit.
I mean, that's how they spread the other rumor about Burbrook. Or not even rumor, the truth. That's how they got him out of the game.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Burbrook.
Because the women started spreading the gossip.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know, Eloise isn't going to be for the cause anymore that the queen's doing because she wants to silence her. And she's like, what? We don't want to silence her. Like,
She's like, women empowerment.
I
It's
know.
like, no,
Because she
off with her
gets
head.
to write.
Well, she doesn't want to silence her because she wants her friend to.
Yeah.
She wants to.
Oh, to be.
Yeah, and I think she
redeemed.
just really admires her too.
Yeah.
Any final comments?
No, just ready for. I keep wanting to say next week. Just ready for the
Oh,
finale.
Alright then, YouTube. Thanks for joining us for our reaction and review of Season 1, Episode 7 of Bridgerton, Oceans Apart. We hope you enjoyed watching with us and that you'll join us for the next episode of Bridgerton, which is the finale. Don't forget to give this video a like, leave a comment below, share it with your friends and family, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to further support the channel and get access to early and uncut reactions, the link to join our Patreon is on the description box. Bye.
See ya.
Bye guys.
Bye.